What is your best insult without swearing? I am lonely, not desperate. If I throw a stick, will you leave? I bet your parents change the subject when their friends ask about you. I envy the people who haven't met you. Credit to Letterkenny, buddy, you couldn't wheel a chair down a hill. I once asked a girl, "Where have you been all my life?" Her response was, "I don't know, but I wish I was still there." If you were the light at the end of the tunnel, I'd turn back around. You're a conversation starter, not when you're around but once you leave. Asterisk, my days of not taking you seriously are certainly coming to a middle. Asterisk. I stole this from Triumph, but I love this one. If you're here, who's home disappointing your parents? Quote. I wish for just one time you could stand in my shoes, you'd know what a drag it is to see you. Not mine, but still good. I'd give you a nasty look, but you've already got one. I am genuinely excited to never interact with you again. I find the fact that you lived this long both surprising and disappointing. Your grades say marry rich, but your face says study harder. If you're a spice, you'd be flour. You have a great face for radio. Somewhere, somehow you're robbing a village of an idiot. I'd call you dumb as a rock, but at least a rock can hold a door open. Calling them by a characteristic or article of clothing they are wearing. Whatever you say, haircut, or sure thing sunglasses, it will bother them long after the comment. I don't like you very much. I am only nice to you because no one else likes you either. Edit. I feel the need to say that this comeback is not to be taken seriously. I've been using it for decades, but only to people I like. To use it on someone seriously would be cruel in most instances. You have the personality of a slightly tilted picture frame. You're the reason why shampoo has instructions. The best of you ran into the bedsheets, didn't it? You and I will rot the exact same way when we're dead. A favorite in dealing with entitled people. I don't know that it actually counts as an insult, but I once had to deal with this asshole who repeatedly told my girlfriend that he was in love with her and she should leave me for him. He messaged me once to say that he was a better man than me, etc. I just replied, "While you're laying awake thinking of her, she's laying awake thinking of me." I've used Play-Doh with a stronger core than you. I saw it on Reddit a while back. Everyone who ever loved you was wrong. You would have been better as a stain between the bed sheets or any variation of it. Somewhere, a tree is crying because it worked so hard to make that oxygen you're wasting. In a world full of soup you would eat with a fork. You are as handsome as you are smart. Confused face, my point exactly. My mother always told me to be nice or be quiet. I presume you've not heard from yours in years. How do you not wear a helmet? You're about as useful as the 9 on a microwave. Anything can sound like an insult if you just say it aggressively enough. I hope your sleeves slide sewn while washing your hands. Edit. Okay, why did this get it wholesome award? You are one of those people who would be enormously improved by death. You're a cotton-headed ninny Muggins. Diarrhea of the mouth and constipation of the brain. I feel bad for the person that had to wait 9 months for a kid and it was you. I like to go to Shakespeare. You blocks. You stones. You worse than senseless things. A most notable coward. An infinite and endless liar. an hourly promise breaker, the owner of no one good quality. I am sick when I do look on thee. More of your conversation would infect my brain. Dude could write. You're the physical embodiment of a wet sock. Mr. Rogers would be disappointed with you. Edit spelling. A fun one for the holidays. I believe in Santa more than I believe in you. You're impossible to underestimate. If your parents got divorced, would they still be siblings? Bless your heart. You insolent lump of butter. You dense cabbage. It's unfortunate your father didn't choose a different hole. Edit. Thanks for the awards. Your face makes blind kids cry. IDK. Where I heard it, but it's gold. If you were any more inbred, you'd be a sandwich. Dakota Kraut. Divine Dungeon series. You pox-ridden bastard of a goat-born Babylonian whore. Your family tree is a wreath. Isn't it? You overpriced knob goblin. Stop diddling your sister, cousin, mother, and drive. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries. I absolutely love slamming people with bozo. Just one word with the right emphasis. Pathetic. I don't have the patience or the crayons to explain this to you. Your birth certificate is an apology letter from the condom factory. Archer. What are you hourly? Me, who velcros your shoes for you in the morning? He has the agility of roadkill. Sharp as a pancake. As smart as cat litter. Couldn't hold a conversation if it was in a paper bag. You have the skills of a rock. Call someone a dry-cleaned kumsock. Usually confuses them and you get to insult them one more time like a Pokémon battle. I hope your day is as wonderful as you are. You first slice of bread. You cranberry numbnut. It's refreshing to meet someone in such full embrace of their own ignorance. There's two things I hate about you, and it's your face. You're like one of those guests in Roller Coaster Tycoon, who I would drown to improve the park rating. Son of an unnamed shigoat. Listen here, you storage vault of extra chromosomes. When you were born, your parents threw away baby and raised the placenta instead. Ma'am, you're about as hot as Siberia and as bright as the abyss. The only thing I can see you being good for is dropping the property value of an entire city block. May your marinara sauce never cling to your pasta. Edit spell. I wonder if anyone will miss you. I see your IQ test came back negative. I love how you don't care about people's opinions. Smiley face. I hope your children grow up to know to be ashamed of you. Working in a bar, people used to ask how my day was. Normally I'd respond with just living the dream. Somewhat sarcastically. One day dude comes in and looks at me deadpan and says dream bigger. And just goes back to his menu. Not gonna lie, hurt a bit lol. Fastest way to kill a fight is first off, brush your teeth. My mom taught me this one. You're entitled to your opinion. And I am entitled to ignore it. For use when someone will not shut up about their thoughts and won't stop arguing with you about it. My dad taught me this one. One of many. Insert name here. You could drive a saint to the pleasures of alcohol. I've had better head from a nickel beer. Out to lunch with coworkers. The conversation turned to marriage. If we were married, I'd kill you, said the office manager to me. If we were married, I would kill myself, was my reply. You should have been swallowed. Calling someone a troglodyte. If you were on fire, I might as well make some s'mores. I am sure if you really applied yourself, you could make it to the top of the bell curve. Someone went, I would roast you, but my mom told me not to burn trash out of nowhere even though I did nothing to them. And in a quick panic I said, sorry, but I am not a mirror. I won't keep you too long. I would hate to deprive the village of its idiot. You are as charismatic as a toilet. You are the Walmart version of wow, 10 million sperm and you are the fastest one I've seen recently on F-flat Twitter, along with half a dozen reposts on Reddit, comparing people to a room temperature IQ. Probably funnier in context. You brighten a room by leaving it. I asked her how tall she is. She answered, 167 centimeters. I said, well, what? I didn't know you can stack trash so high. You were actually quite bearable when you were asleep. My uncle to my cousin when he asked if he was difficult growing up. My best insult, probably the fact a 10-year-old can give better advice than you, is a miracle. If you were any smarter you'd be stupid. I heard my da say this once like 30 years ago and it's been my favorite ever since. I wish I knew you less. Your head is so large your mother still holds a grudge. Edit. Misspelled your asterisk. Would you guys believe me if I said it was autocorrect? I know 5 fat people and you are 6 of them. I have a few. If I wanted to kill myself I would climb up to your ego and jump down to your IQ. I'm trying to see your perspective but I can't shove my head that far up my butt. If you run like your mouth you would be in good shape. I think there is someone who wants you more than I do right now. You are a waste of good oxygen. Out of all the people I've ever met, you are definitely one of them. I bet you get your insults from Reddit. You look like a before picture, and after they say something dumb, you don't like to read, do you? Quote, you're not pretty enough to be this stupid. You have the IQ of broccoli. I pity you for having the IQ of a pinecone. Thank you for showing me what not to do in my life. Or wow, I didn't know broken condoms make broken children. I expected nothing of you, and you still let me down. Hey, you've been going to the gym? No, didn't think so. Actual conversation with a former supervisor. I was the one who said no. There are 1,300,000 words in the English language, and I could never string enough of them together to properly articulate how much I want to hit you with a chair. Andrew Hamilton to Thomas Jefferson. No neck nematode. You have the personality of a warm toilet seat. You donut. When someone is single and they say something like I am single by choice, just say yeah, just not your choice. And this is why the human race is doomed. I get more excited to see a blue screen of death on my computer than you. Go sit on a pine cone. Excuse me, how old are you? Or, where's the bug spray, teacher? I see a bug. Me? Not swear? A look can be pretty effective. Have deployed it. We both know you are full of shit look is a nice job.